Forgot to turn off my mic. Hey everyone, how are you doing? Let me know how the sound is, because the mic is quite far from my mouth because of the space on my desk. How are we doing? Okay, sounds good. Glad to hear that. One big experiment on my part today. Yeah, the chat is quite big. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, wait a sec. Okay. Maybe better. Yeah. I will be playing around a bit with the settings later, because as I said, this is one big experiment for me, because I was figuring out how to actually let you see what I'm doing here on my desk. So yeah. Hopefully it will all go okay. The good thing is that it shouldn't crash this time, hopefully. If there won't be any internet outage, then it should be okay, because we are not playing anything. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so give me a second before I set this up. The cat wants out. So don't get spooked by my face and seeing double. Okay, and my double chin. Okay, this should work. Bada bim, bada boom. Okay. Why does it look like I have a tilted desk? Okay, wait a minute. I'm going to let the cat out because she's making a fuss. Jednoduchu. Vypal. Byl doští dovnitř. Okay. Well, I think that if the sound is correct or sound is good, we can start. Hopefully. Yeah. So quick info at the beginning. I'm not an artist, okay? So the thing I'm doing here is more like a coloring, let's say. Coloring and line work and stuff like that. But it's something I really enjoy doing, and so I decided to try the stream of this particular thing. Glass painting. Slap these colors on glass. Yeah, the good thing is I can actually see the chat on the screen now. Other thing, I will probably probably be giving my phone short rests sometimes, because this tripod I have it in is kind of squishing it, and I have a feeling it already broke my screen once, so I wouldn't like it to repeat. So I will just give it a few pauses here and there. I'm still trying to adjust it so it's correct, but yeah, it's probably a lost fight already. Okay, so now that I have this out of my way and off the table, I have one thing prepared. I have Haikyuu, because if you look behind me, you don't see that. Over there is Haikyuu, and he was my first glass painting I've ever done. And it was back in the day when I didn't know how to mix colors properly. So he changed the race a little bit. He was a bit too dark for being a loyal picture. So I decided to try again. So as you can see, I already did some shading and the black areas. I will probably have to correct some parts from the previous painting. And then we will get straight into the big part painting. Yeah, I was on a art haul with my mom today, so I have some new colors, new paints, and also new brushes, or new brush. So that's definitely going to come in handy. And yeah, I think we can start. In the meantime, you can tell me what you are doing right now and how was your day, because I have no idea what to talk about. Because like this is going to be just me staring into the glass to not ruin any details. Because like if you've tried glass painting, you probably know that certain markers I used for the line work, or that are used for line work, get kind of smudged when you paint over it. And that's also the reason behind many of my ruined glass paintings. So I am very cautious about this, because this is an acrylic marker, so it should be okay. But the last time I used it, it was for Oikawa. There, behind me. And I don't know if it was the marker or if it was the paint that did this sort of like cracked thing. And it looks so weird. Like when you look at it from the distance, it's okay. But when you look at it from close, you can actually see that. And it's super annoying. So I will be trying not to smudge anything and be extremely careful. Yeah. Okay, so I'm not sure where I have the overreaches, but probably here. I'm kind of hoping that maybe some of you will find this interesting enough to start your own projects, which would be amazing. And I think I cut too deep. Okay, never mind. Advice into the beginning: it's always better to put more than less, especially when it comes to coloring. Because if you put too little paint on the glass and then you look at it, you will see brush marks, and also it will be see-through, which you don't really want in this case. So, let me check. Yeah, I cut too deep, so I will have to take a little brush on this with black paint. Why did you start doing glass paintings? Yeah, because it's the only kind of painting I can do. Because this is basically tracing when you think about it. Because like you have the picture underneath and you just draw over it. So yeah, other parts of my brain aren't really born or made to be artistic. So yeah. Yeah. Test of a brush. Let's see how it will look like. Like the funniest thing is that you actually have to be really careful with the glass painting, because there's so many things that can go wrong. Not only the marker, but overall. You don't actually know how bad it is until it dries. So it's always difficult to say if you messed up something or not, until it's already done and you can't really do anything about it. Which is the sad part. But hey, failure is also part of life. I mean, when you look at people who do glass painting for quite some time already, they are really good. Like you wouldn't recognize it as a painting. It actually looks like a print when you are not looking too close. So, one of the reactors on Haikyuu, or former reactors on Haikyuu, I followed, also did glass painting, and like her pieces looked amazing. So yeah, that's kind of what I aspire to, but yeah, it can get difficult sometimes. Okay. Also, another advice for the beginning: the less water you add, the better. Do you have a favorite character from Haikyuu? Uh, yeah, that's a difficult one, isn't it? I don't know actually. Like hmm, no, I can't choose actually. Like I have characters that I don't really care about. I have characters that I like. I have characters I kinda dislike, but not to the point that where I would hate them. So that's not really a case. Okay, I am thinking which part to begin with. What's going to be the best? Take it from the top, right? So I will probably start with his hair. So we will need some brown. Please ignore my digging around my paint box, because it's going to happen often. Yeah. But speaking of favorite characters, who are yours favorite characters? Tell me, if you are able to choose. Unlike me, at least. Okay, how dark is this? It's going to be funny because I don't remember which colors I mixed for the shading. So I have exactly zero idea of what I should be mixing. Yeah. Okay, but it looks good. So And it's lighter than the shading, so I think we can go ahead with this. Damn it. My brushes are falling apart. I think Futakuchi is really underrated. I like him. Yeah, agreed. Kagagawa or Kunimi? That's an interesting choice. Both of these, actually. Given how little content there is for both of them. But yeah, agreed. Like, Kagagawa is incredibly fun character to watch. And Kunimi is just incredible. I like Kunimi. He's my kini, so, or I'm his kini, or however this works. So I kin Kunimi. That's how it works. Okay, and I'm going to pray that the line work won't smudge. Hopefully. So if anyone is taking this as an inspiration and learning, it's good to, the bigger parts are good to go on by tapping. Like, you don't want to do long stretches with the brush, because then you get the brush marks and then you have higher chance of the line work smudging. I take what I can feed on in Haikyuu. Yes, that's a whole mood, honestly. Like, as a rare ship lover, yeah, pretty much. I think we need more of the content in general. Yeah, they are so incredibly underrated. Like, honestly, we've seen them 3 times in the show, and there's no content, like absolutely no content for them. It's blasphemy, almost. No Habe, yeah, they too. Like, okay, with No Habe, it's a bit more difficult because, like, we've seen them once in OVA, but they are also underrated. And honestly, I think they are hated for no particular reason at all. Because, like, the thing that they did was not actually cheating. I wouldn't call it cheating. Like, they didn't do anything against the rules. They just played with the cards that they were given and had some aces up their sleeves, but it wasn't cheating. So, but like, I really like Daishio, and Kuguri is also a good character, and their not captain, their ace. Jeez, the blonde one. How can I not remember? Someone help me, please. My brain is Numai. Yes, thank you. that's him. Yeah, he's also a great character. Probably the only one not hated by the wider community, because he said that he doesn't like them being called cheaters. So, yeah, also apologies up front if I suddenly stop talking. It's because I'm focused. Because I am trying not to smudge the line work. But I'm still reading the chat, don't worry. I am paying you full attention. Or I'm dividing my attention between the painting and you. So no worries. I'm still kind of surprised that that Inarizaki got so much attention. Like overall, I know that the whole or almost the whole second part of season 4 was focused on the match with them, but like the only one we really know, or the only ones we really know something about are Atsumu, Kita, and Aram, to some extent, and that's it. Yet they are like probably the third or maybe fourth most popular team in Haikyuu. Suna and the twins got most of the popularity, I think. Yeah, but that's the thing, because like what do we know about Suna? Nothing much. Like we don't really know anything about him. It's all fan made. That's the thing. I mean, yeah, of course, that's just how fandoms work. That's also the reason why Sakuatsu became number 4 ship in the fandom. So, based on how many 2 interactions, I would say. So, like, I still don't really understand how Sakuatsu came to be. Like, don't take this as bashing on a ship, not in any way. Like, I'm kind of indifferent to them, even though I write them. To be fair, like I started writing Sakuatsu only to get some traction on the channel at the beginning. Not gonna lie, I wasn't going, like I'm not too much into Sakuatsu. I was for like 2 weeks maybe, and then it somehow just got, yeah, okay, they are a ship, they are somewhere in there. Okay, fine, whatever. But yeah, I get that the jerks to lovers, let's say, is a popular trope and it's very appealing to people. But Semishira is the same way, and it's not as popular. And I don't know why. Like, obviously, I'm biased because I love Semishira, but yeah. What's this about? I don't understand. So, but honestly, I was the same way about Iwaoi. But like, okay, Iwaoi is not at this on the same level of my indifference as Sakuatsu. Iwaoi is actually quite high on my list of ships, but not as high as most of the rare pairs. So but they are fun to write, honestly. I enjoy their dynamics. That's also a answer for those of you who asked. Well, probably it's not probably any one of you, but in case some of the people who asked see this, this is also the reason why Sakuatsu and Osasuna weren't on the channel for quite some time, because I just can't bring myself to write anything for them. But I have a special video planned for them. People who are on Patreon know what I'm planning, or technically know that I am planning something. The rest of you don't know yet, but I will get to it soon, I promise. With the popular ship like Daisuga, I like the band server started to fade. I just think those Haikyuu videos just stopped my liking for Kagehina. Yeah, fair. Very fair. I actually had a... Okay, my first ever ship in Haikyuu was Asanoya, which you can actually recognize a bit in my videos, because like the first ever interaction we see of them in the series, I was just like, yep, they gay for each other, and it didn't stop. I still love them. Daisuga was kind of on the edge of my brain at the time. I never really got into Kagehina. I don't know why, but it never really appealed to me that much. And like, for example, Asanoya did. Same with Tsukiyama. I never got into that. And then I had Boku Aka phase that lasted for about 3 months, maybe, where it was one of my favorites. But since then, I don't think I've actually shipped the popular ones. Like the top 8, maybe. I'm not sure what ships are in the top 8 right now on AO3, but yeah, the more popular it is, the less appealing it is to me, honestly. So yeah, that's why I'm shipping Kyohaba and Sevishira and Kawagata. Yeah, like Kyohaba is my life. I'm not even ashamed to admit that. I love their dynamics, and they're really sweet together. So Aofuta, yeah, also. Aofuta was actually my first rare pair I started to ship, like hardcore ship. Aofuta threw me into rare pair hell, and I didn't get out. Not didn't. I haven't gotten out since. Yeah, I talked about the thing that my first ever fanfiction I've ever written, or like written and published, was Aofuta, because I just didn't find enough content with them. And so I had to create my own. And that's how my journey with fanfiction began. So you can thank Aofuta for being here with me today. Because without them, I would never got really into fanfictions. By the way, question. How many of you wrote fanfictions? I want to know. I was talking about underrated ships and popular ones. What do you think about Aofuta, in my opinion? Yeah. But also don't see them at all as a ship. Like that you don't see them as being fit together as a ship, or that there is not much content with them. What was the question again? If you wrote fanfictions in your youth, because I have a few stories to share if you are interested. That's like 11 this old fanfic. Yeah. What was it for? It was boring. And I think each one of us has some embarrassing fanfiction we don't talk about. We definitely can talk about that. I will tell you my embarrassing fanfiction stories if you tell me yours. That's crazy with the ships. Yeah, I can imagine. Like Boku no Hero Academia, I only grazed over some ships and the content. I never seen it, or I haven't seen it yet, so I'm not really drawn into the drama. But from what I've seen, it's kind of on fire, and not in a good way. Okay, do I see any mishaps happening here? Doesn't seem like it. Okay, so it looks like the hair is done. I could only survive for 8 months in that fandom. Oy, oy, oy. Now I'm kind of torn because I kind of wanted to watch it for the reaction channel. Now I'm slightly afraid. Okay, okay. Well, I'm not going to see any mishaps happening until it dries a bit, so I think I'm going to go ahead with mixing the skin tone. And I will give my phone a little break from the tripod. So, don't get spooked, it will get black. Oy. Okay. I would be glad if my phone didn't decide to die on me again. Ah, yeah. Like when I think about it, my first fanfiction was a thing I wrote with my friend in our spare time during lunch breaks, which was a fanfic, like self-insert for her, for some otome game we played back then during the lunch breaks. She actually got me into both otome and fanfiction because I am such a dinosaur in all of this. And so I need introductions to everything, and she was the one who introduced me to fandoms and stuff like that. So it's also kind of her fault that I'm here today. It was how was it called? My Sweet Bodyguard. Yeah. And I actually chose a different bodyguard I played with, but I helped her with the fan fiction. And it was like heavily self-insert for her. But it was fun. We actually had a blog we published this on, which I found recently because I had to switch to my old laptop and I was going through the bookmarks. Tell her I say thanks she did. I will next time I will talk with her. I will tell her. And yeah, so I was having a time of my life rereading this. And the second thing was a Lord of the Rings fanfiction. Because it was at the time when Hobbit was coming out. And she had crush on Thranduil. and wanted to be included in a story I was writing back at the time, which was original story, but it was also a self-insert. Like I wasn't the main character, good on me, but I was there. So yeah, and she wanted to be included. That was one part, and the second part was which actually started as a bad fic. If you don't know what a bad fic is, that's fanfiction that is making fun of bad fanfiction, like intentionally badly written fanfiction. And it was good. Like the first two chapters were really fun, and people actually recognize it as a bad fic, like intentional bad fic, and were praising us for our writing, which is cool. But then it kind of got out of hand when we started putting ourselves into the story. And yeah, it was a steep hill down from there. And we actually also published that on that blog. So yeah, that was fun. That was at a time when I was crushing on one of the dwarfs in The Hobbit. So what fun times! What fun times! Kind of chaotic then. Yeah, you have no idea. Like I would love to read it out some parts for you, but it's in our native language, so you are not going to understand. Which is a shame because like you would be rolling on the ground laughing from what we've wrote. Good old times when we wrote fanfics instead of essays. Yeah. Unfortunately, the time doesn't stop. Yeah, that was back in 2013, I think. Late 2013, early 2014. It was like 6 people were writing that one fic. We were like the 3 of us who were the best writers, which was me, my friend that I'm currently having a podcast with, and another friend. We were switching between the scenes, and everyone was writing their own scenes, and then we just put it together, and it was just pure chaos. Do you might be asking what's your native language? No, of course not. It's Czech. I'm from Czech Republic, so Czech. Okay. This looks like it could work. I hope I made enough. Well, we will see. Okay. So let's put this boy back and let's continue. Okay. Nope. Other side. Yeah. Okay, so I should be okay with the skin now. I was like making fanfics before I could even speak. Yeah, I'm old. I turned 23 this November. It's horrible. I hate turning old. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that looks okay-ish. Like, paradoxically, the person who got me into writing was our Czech teacher, or like teacher of Czech language, because we were writing a story for the subject. We had to. And it's paradox because we all hated him. He was horrible. He was an old perv. So, yeah, we were really glad when they switched our teacher in the third year. Because the good thing was you didn't have to pay attention on his lessons because it wouldn't help you anyway. That's me making you too much like a baby. Yeah. And like, because whenever he was teaching us something, we always got to Second World War. It didn't matter where we started. Like, I remember one instance when we were talking about Gothic literature, Gothic books, and vampires, and I spaced out for like a minute or two, and suddenly he was talking about tanks. I was like, what? Where? How did we get here? From vampires to tanks and Second World War. How? Yeah, so those lessons were definitely fun. But paradoxically, he is the person I trace my writing passion to. Which is just another example of how twisted the world can be. It's funny. And now I realized I should probably paint the eyes before going to face. Oh well, I will have to be careful. Well, I mean, church and history is somewhat related, at least. Okay, I think I can already tell that I don't have enough skin tone, and I will have to make more, which is slightly bothersome because I have no idea how much brown I added. Uh, it's also funny that or like for me, it's funny that the friend I was talking about that got me into fanfiction actually got me into BL, like writing gay ships, because and it was completely accidental because at the time I was writing a story about back then two friends, and I was almost done with it, which I was doing a rewrite later. I still didn't finish it. And she was reading it because I was using her as beta reader. And she was reading it and she was like, are they together? Like, are these two together? They are like really close to each other and really like not seem don't seem like friends. And it was kind of strange because she wasn't really into gay ships back then. And she was bothering me with it for so long that I once said, okay, fine, they are together now. And just wrote them as a getting together. Like the whole story turned into getting together. And since then, nothing changed. Yeah, that was when I found out about my love for gay ships and overall like gay couples. So yeah, that's when I started writing BL. And it hasn't left me since. Oh, yo, yo. I hope this marker doesn't smudge. I just want one nice painting without any mistakes. One is all I asked for now. Because you can't actually repair it. Which is the most annoying part. Anyway, those were my embarrassing fanfiction and writing beginnings stories. So now it's your turn. Tell me about your embarrassing writing mishaps. I want to know. Don't know how you made his hair look like peanut butter. I wouldn't mind eating it. Don't care. I get it. Need to know how it tastes. I actually don't like peanut butter at all. When I say it in front of my friends, they're looking at me like I fell from the sky, but I just never really found it appealing. I don't like peanuts. That's probably the reason. But I don't know. The color is called chocolate brown, and I wasn't adding any other colors to it, so it's chocolate brown. It's very light chocolate, but it's chocolate. Bubbles. No. Don't give me bubbles. Anything but bubbles. Okay, under normal circumstances, I would let his hair dry and then I would be painting more, but for the sake of finishing it today, I just have to be careful. I will take a smaller brush on it. Probably as soon as possible when I look at it. Okay, another little tip, while I have it in mind, is that it's always better to work in layers. As it is with everything, when you are painting like the electronic painting. you are also working in layers. So it's always better to let the layer dry and then draw over it. Because then you can like really draw over it. But you have to be careful if you don't have any like unpainted corners, which is very easy, or which is a thing that can easily happen. That's also why I was saying that it's always better to add more than less. And even if you go over the line, you can always like scratch it off the glass somehow. But like when you have free spaces that aren't painted over, it looks weird. So it's always better to add more than less. Ay, ay, ay. I think I'm talking too much. It's going slow. But hey, the face is almost complete, so the last thing is his uniform and the red parts. So that's not that bad. I don't know why, but the face is reminding me of pancake batter. Yeah, it kind of looks like those artistic pancakes before you turn it around. It's basically the same approach, or like not approach. I can't think of a word, but it's very similar way of doing art. Pancake. Yeah, yeah. Okay, fingers crossed nothing is smudged. Yaku smile. Great nickname for today's stream, I would say. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, I'm running out of paint. But I think we are pretty much done with his face. So that's good news. No one told me that I'm off center. I will put you the result of the other side into the community tab when it dries. I'm not going to be turning it today because I am slightly worried about the paint. But I will post the final result into the community tab later. Probably tomorrow because it should dry overnight. Okay. Okay, did I miss anything? Doesn't seem like it. Okay. Okay, I think every corner should be covered. Okay, now every corner should be covered. I already see some parts that aren't covered here. I'm kind of afraid to touch this again. Oh well, we will see. Worst case scenario, I will mix a new paint and just paint over it the second layer. Okay, now I think I will do the red parts and then I will just paint over everything with white. And then we will hopefully be done. This is a good brush. I should have taken more. It's ergonomic. Very clever. Okay, so another paint mixing. This one. Okay. Time to test the new paint. Now watch me pour it over everything. That's going to be fun. Ouch! Okay, I'm not through. Okay. Why is it pink? Shouldn't be pink. Ouch. I'm going to break my nails today. Okay, yeah, it needs a bit of mixing, but it looks okay. But I guess I will need new water. Oi, oi, oi. Okay, well, I'm already colorful, so let's just dive right into this. It's going to look like I killed someone. Okay. What has everyone done this week? Yeah, I'm also curious. I was learning for exams. Shitty exams. Read simp over Haikyuu voice and bit Oniachi. Yeah. Mood. I would love to do that too. Nope. Okay, here. Yeesh. Okay. But good paint. Good paint. Wasn't even that expensive. Hmm. I'm gonna have my second visit to the care home this to come. Wait to see my person there. Yeah, you said you are studying to be a how do you call it? Caretaker? How is it going? God damn it. I now have pink brush. Not necessarily something I wanted, but hey. What can you do? By the way, have you seen any good anime lately? I would like to know. I'm procrastinating by binging every sport anime I came across. Yeah, me shuffling back. So if anyone has some sports anime tips for me, it would be greatly appreciated. Tiring. Yeah, I can imagine. Did you watch Skate? Yeah. I even have reaction to that on my reaction channel. Skate is awesome. I can't wait for the second season. I'm not sure when the OVA is supposed to come out, but I'm kind of expecting the second season to come out next year. Since I'm still in sixth form, I'm just traveling as a volunteer. When I hit uni, I can start the course. Good luck. Honestly, good luck. But I believe you can do it. What's Skate? Skate the Infinity. Very cool anime. Highly recommend. It's skating, like skateboarding anime. Awesome characters, also awesome relationships. No ship wars. Like it's not like Skate's fandom doesn't have any drama, from what I've seen, but it's one of the calmer, calmer fandoms. Illegal, yeah. That's the fun of it. And like the main ships are really wholesome. The only the only downside to Skate fandom is bashing of one character, which is just stupid. Like, I mean, okay, he's the villain, but he doesn't deserve bashing in any way. But that's just the purest part of the fandom that ruins everything, no matter how wholesome the show is. You can't really do anything about that, unfortunately. What's your least like ship from Skate? I don't know. Like they're I don't mind neither of the three main ships. Like Matcha Blossom is amazing, like the old married couple trope. Renga is amazing, and I don't have anything against Adam and god damn it, what's his name? Tadashi. Yeah, so poor Shadow stayed alone, and Mia is too young to be shipped. Like he is Matcha Blossom's kid, so that's that. They are found family. But like I said it in the reaction, and I will say it again. I hope they don't redeem Adam in the second season, like immediately. Who's Adam? I'm scared of Adam. You will see. Watch Skate and you will see. But like he's the kind of villain when you actually can see why he became like that. So that's okay. It's not excusing his behavior, but it's explaining his behavior, which is awesome. But like Skate is one of the top anime I've watched so far. So if any of you haven't seen it yet, go watch it. Okay, so we are done with the red parts, and I need to wait until this little part dries at least a little bit. So I'm going to give my phone a little break again, and then we will continue. Oh, poor guy. Yeah. Yeah, I am. By the way, if anyone wants a anime or sports anime, how do you call it? Yeah, that is recommendation. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the word. I'm even more scared about it. Fair, honestly. But he's a solid character. But if you want a sport anime recommendation, definitely not, because I need to talk with someone about it and I need to drag people into the fandom by force. Go check out Burning Kabaddi. It's incredible and incredibly underrated. I don't know who Adam is. I would run from him. Also fair. Okay. I'm going to get my white in the meantime. But seriously, if you want some short sport anime that's like very entertaining, action packed, and all that stuff, watch Burning Kabaddi and then come back to me and please talk to me about it. Please, I need someone to watch it with me and then share my frustration over the fact that we are not getting season 2 or anything, even though there are 23-ish volumes of manga. And the fact that I'm so desperate that I actually bought a ebook of the manga, because you can't find it anywhere on the internet. Like anywhere. Burning Kabaddi. K-A-B-A... spelling in Czech. I can't write into the chat, but Kabaddi. I'm going to write it. Where's my marker? This thing. Yep. Kabaddi. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, that was correct. It didn't need to delete it. Go hydrate. I haven't seen you drink. I drank like 3 minutes ago. Yeah. I have my trusty big cup here with me. Okay, are you dry? No. But thank you for taking care of my health. Yeah, please someone go watch Burning Kabaddi and then come back to me and talk to me about it. It's like, the show is so good. I love the animation. I love the sport. We actually played something like that on summer camps all the way back when I was a little kid. And it's so much fun and so action packed. And the art style is amazing. Like, the characters are really pretty. But it's so slept on. It's frustrating. Like, the whole fandom has 53 works on AO3, which is a cardinal sin. And it's not fair. Because I want to read some fakes. But there aren't any. It's actually probably the first anime I've seen where I don't ship the main character with anyone. Or like not hardcore. I can see him in how do you say it? OT3. Yeah, OT3. But otherwise, he's kind of unshippable, but it's okay. Okay, how does it look like? Looks okay-ish. Okay, short pause. Get up. Other way. Yeah, okay, good. And it's like, it has one season, and it's really freaking frustrating that they ended it there and didn't continue. Because, as I said, there are 23 volumes of manga, and they adapted 3. So, like, there are 20 volumes of manga. And they are not doing anything about that. It's not fair. I want more. So yeah, I was so desperate that I bought ebooks in Japanese. So now I'm reading it through Google Lens. Very fun. Not actually. But hey. One needs to sacrifice their comfort when they want to get something. Because they like ended it, I don't want to say at the worst time, but they want to get on championship or tourney of some sorts, and they ended it after a practice game against one of the character's former students, and they were just talking about like getting revenge on this other team and all that stuff, and going into championship or nationals or whatever they call it there. And then it just stopped. And that was it. 12 episodes. Wow. Okay, where's more? I want more. And yeah, so I am still frustrated, but not as much as before now that I can actually continue with reading. Because like the characters are really interesting, and I can't understand why it wouldn't be a stream if something didn't go wrong, right? Yeah, okay. We're back. Yeah, okay, good. Good. Okay, I'm just going to quickly finish this before it crashes again. Yeah, and everyone was like, yeah, finally some anime slash manga based on a sport that's popular in Asia, like India and the countries around. And everyone seemed like super into it. And suddenly there's no one. And it's sad. because I love the characters. All of them, doesn't matter how annoying they may seem, but they are all amazing. So if anyone wants to suffer in a dead fandom with me, I will be very happy. That sounds horrible, but like, you understand what I mean. It's kind of like if Haikyuu just if Haikyuu stopped after the match with Dateko, and that would be it. Like, is it okay again? Okay, so that was a stutter in. Yeah, okay, it's okay. I don't know. I guess it would probably because it's not as popular sport outside Asia and India. I threw myself up the window. Yeah, that sums up my feelings about it pretty well. It hurts. But hey, as I said, I can at least read it now. I have 3 volumes ahead of me. So I'm looking forward to that. Just a shame it's not even translated, like, it doesn't have even fan translation, like on some illegal sites, like manga reading sites. Like, no one is paying attention to it. Anyway, okay, that was enough of my rambling. uh, if anyone wants some a bit calmer, let's say, recommendation, then you can try Salaryman's Club, or how is it called? Rainman's Club? Rainman's Club? That's a badminton anime crossed with like slice of life of workers in like sale persons. And it's funny because like, or not funny, it's like, yeah, yes, it's funny. It is funny. I was laughing a lot, but it introduces kind of heavy themes like injuries and past trauma and stuff like that. And the main character is kind of like Kageyama type. So that makes it even more entertaining. Also, there's ship with probably the most or the biggest age gap I ship. She is how much? 12 years? But they're so sweet together. I can't help it. They're amazing. So In case anyone is fan of badminton, or you don't even have to be fan, try Salaryman's Club. Also great. We love a bit of trauma. Yeah. And like they made it. It's an original, and we are kind of waiting for season 2. Though I'm kind of sure there won't be any because it was pretty well ended. But it would be nice to have season 2 of it. But like they went about it that the main character actually has like a real trauma of hurting someone in the past, unintentionally, but still hurting. And yeah, he actually overcomes it thanks to the very person. So it's really sweet. Sorry, I asked you to repeat stuff, but I couldn't get the name of the badminton anime. Salaryman's Club. Sometimes you can find it as Salaryman's Club. But I'm pretty sure if you put a badminton anime into Google, it will jump at you because there are like 2 badminton animes, I think. And that's it, so you can't miss it. The one with guys. No problem. I always like to drag people down the hellhole of small fandoms. But this one at least has more fics than the Burning Kabaddi one. This one has the same amount of fics for the main ship as the Burning Kabaddi's whole fandom. I was kind of thinking of trying my hand in Polish ships with Burning Kabaddi because, as I said, the main character can be part of OT3. So I'm kind of thinking if I can, or not if I can, of course I can, but that maybe I will train my hand with Polish ships or in this fandom. Because like it will help me with getting used to writing Polish ships because I have an idea for OT4 for Semishira Kawagata. So I need some practice in Polish ships before. I mean, of course, I have Hana from Nerdy Nekoma on quick dial in this case. We talked about it quite a lot. 2 hours, I think. When I asked her to kindly help me with understanding Polish ships, which she did, and I'm very grateful for that. And yeah, so and at the same time, I would be helping others who are as starved for content as me, if there's anyone in the fandom. But yeah, there was one fic that was posted to the Burning Kabaddi AO3 in December this year, or like last year, and it had like 150 hits. So there are still some people in the fandom. Hannah is the queen of polyships in Haikyuu. Yeah, she is. And I'm very grateful she agreed to help me with it. Like, I can't imagine talking about it with anyone else. Or like, of course, of course I can, but it was very pleasant call. And I can't thank her enough. Hello. A bit late, but hello. How are you doing? We are just finishing the final touches. Or I'm finishing the final touches. I love this brush. I should have bought more. Yeah, and I forgot what I was talking about. Yeah. I kind of want to do semi glass painting, but I'm kind of scared of his hair. Like, it shouldn't be that difficult, but just thinking about doing the ombre effect is scary. I was having enough troubles with mixing the right color for Ushijima's hair. Like, I will definitely do a painting for him one day. I even have one big glass, like the frame, for like A4 frame. I wanted to make of our futa, but I still didn't get to it. Okay, time to paint over, and then I think we are done. Think it doesn't smudge. Yeah. Like I'm not afraid of the color smudging under this. Like now that I'm painting over it. I'm not afraid of that, but I'm very afraid of his face. And not because he looks like a pancake batter. It will look good from the other side, hopefully. But I'm very much afraid of checking it out. That's also why I will be checking it out tomorrow. Because I would be anxious today. Okay, so I am pretty sure we are done here. Everything looks like it's painted over, which is awesome. I forgot about pancake. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I just imagined the glass slipping over and breaking. Nah, it's not going to break. The problem would be if it fell on the painted side, because not only it would ruin the glass, it would also ruin my carpet. So yeah, Better not do that. Yeah, okay. I have to clean all the brushes. Ay, ay, ay. The least exciting part about all this cleaning. So, this is how it looks like now, and tomorrow I will post a picture into the community tab how it looks like. Fingers crossed nothing is smudged and the acrylic marker actually works. Oh geez. By the way, before I end this, I have a vote of who I should be making next. I have one glass spare. I have one more. So if you want a certain character that I will hopefully be able to paint, so preferably someone without two-toned hair, that would be great. You can suggest it. Like, I have one line work done for Chigiri, if you are watching Blue Lock, then the pink-haired guy, my favorite, one of the two favorites. But since this is a Haikyuu channel, I would probably do better with painting Haikyuu boys. So Yahaba or Kyotane. Yeah. I will take a look if I find some good screen caps. Like, Yahaba is going to be easy, I think. Kyotane, maybe Kyotane will be easier than Yahaba. We will see. I have a pretty good screen cap of Shirabu, so that's also an option. Futakuchi is an option, of course. I don't know who else do I have. I have Ukai, yeah, younger Ukai, but I mean, as long as they have a scene in the anime where I can see their whole face, I can paint them for the most part. So as long as I can make a screen cap of them without some weird lighting and shading, it's okay. I can show you the ones I already have. I have Hinata. No one mentioned that yet. It's invisible. I have quite a lot when I think about it. Yeah, so this one was kind of an experiment. Yeah, to turn it around. Because of the shading. So, and I'm not I'm not doing this again. Like, honestly, the shades are so difficult, and I didn't have proper brown, so this is a wrong color. And you can actually see the thing I was talking about that is unpleasant, which are the brush strokes, and it looks weird. Maybe do I show? Yeah, that's also an option. Okay. I think everyone noticed Oikawa behind me. Even on my gaming channel, someone was pointing it out. Yeah. Oikawa doesn't look as bad as I was worried about, but the line work, correct, and the color too. And I don't know why. I'm not sure if it's visible. Yeah. Here. and in the eyes you can see the cracks in this. As long as you are looking at it from like certain distance, it's okay. But once you look at it from up close, it's strange. Okay, life I am very proud of. This was my second, I think. Yeah, second painting. And I think it's pretty good, except for the brush strokes, but like, yeah, whatever. His eyes are slightly not done well, but otherwise I think he looks pretty cool. I'm very, very proud of him, especially the green in his eyes. I mixed a really good green. Surprisingly, the easiest one to paint is Ushijima. I don't know why, but if it wasn't for the jacket, because I had wrong color and I had to mix it with a lot of oil paint to get the right color, it's like, I don't know how to call it. It's spotted. It has spots, like darker spots and lighter spots, and it's annoying. But honestly, I'm probably the most proud of is Wakatoshi. Kind of feels like I'm praising myself too much, but yeah, I'm very proud of some of them. Yeah. So that's my collection. I still have the Yaku one that's not actually Yaku, but like Yaku from alternate dimension. And I have Hinata, but I'm not going to take him down because then I would have to rearrange my whole shelf and I don't want to do that. Okay, well, that's everything. Yeah. So we are done with Yaku for today. And I'm not going to be keeping this any longer. Thank you all so much for joining me today in this experimental stream. I'm quite content with how it turned out. I got to talk with you a bit again, and yeah, you know me, I like to talk with you. So I'm very glad that this happened. And yeah, I hope this good mood and like this good luck in terms of not the stream not crashing is going to get carried over to the next streams, and hopefully I will do something like this again. No problem, Alyssa. Thank you for being here. So, as I said, thank you all so much for joining me here today. I'm very grateful and I'm very happy about how this stream turned out. And I'm not sure what I will be doing the next time. I kind of want to get into the diorama making. So I will maybe, either I will be doing the glass painting or I will be doing some miniature decorations for the dioramas. So we will see. Have a good night, have a good day, whenever you are, have a good week, and yeah, see you on Saturday with the new video. Hopefully. Nah, not hopefully. I already have it done, and it's pretty sweet, I would say. So you have something to look forward to tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye bye.